Hello there YouTube, it's Jacob from Team Pyramid. So today I want to show you my Crystron deck profile. So I'm still using the temporary camera at the moment. The new camera will be back up and running again this week. This deck profile was requested by one of our viewers. So let's get into this. So I do apologise about any of the pronunciations of the names. So I run 3 Crystron Sluffins. So the reason why I run 3 of him is because when this card is in your hand or the graveyard, you can discard 1 Crystron card, accept itself, and special summon it in defense position. Then destroy 1 card I control. So that's really good because it enables extra plays from the graveyard to get them to the grave to banish themselves. Because all the Crystrons have effects where you can banish them from the graveyard. But you'll understand that as you go on. And then obviously, you get to destroy 1 card that you control. If this card is then on the field is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can then special summon 1 Crystron monster from your deck in defense position. So it don't actually stop the effect of actually summoning itself, the second effect. So you can basically special summon this in defense position. Then when it gets popped, you can go ahead and get one of them from your deck, which is pretty good, especially as it's a level 5. I then run 3 Smigers. So I run 3 Smigers for the fact that the reason why I run 3 of him is because, like, when this card is banished from the graveyard, you can add 1 Crystron spell trap card from your deck, so it just enables plays. I then run 3 Roseniks. So I run 3 Roseniks because we are in link format. So the best thing about Roseniks is when you can banish it from the graveyard. And you can go ahead and get a Crystron token. So it enables extra plays, and especially with this deck as well. If you want to go ahead and go into a synchro, you can go ahead and use that as a level 1. I then run 3 of the turtle. I'm not even going to try and pronounce its name. I run 3 of the turtle. So this card, when it's obviously, you can banish it from the graveyard, special summon 1 Crystron monster from your hand. So it just literally, you want them in the grave to get their effects. I then run 3 of Thranzanir, I can't pronounce it. So this card is pretty cool. So it's a 1500 attack. And when this card is banished from the graveyard, add 1 Crystron monster from your deck to your hand. So it's enabling extra plays. So it's basically your reinforcements of the army. I don't run any Citries in this deck, but I do run 2 Crystron Corn and 2 Crystron Rhino. So they let you, either one lets you go ahead and banish, and lets you synchro summon with your banish pile, one of them does, and the other one lets you go ahead and obviously from your deck. So it's pretty cool. So that one, so Rhino's from your deck and Corn is from your banish pile, and obviously because I want this deck to banish them mostly, that's the reason why I'm not running. That's the reason why I'm not running Citry, because that uses it from your graveyard. I then run 1 Glow Up Bulb. Obviously it's a tuner, but the reason why I run 1 of it mostly is because you pitch from the top of your deck, so it enables extra plays from there. That's it for the main deck. So in total it's 20 monsters, which is not a really high amount. But it's a fair amount now. So I run 1 Foolish Burial, 1 1-for-1, 1 Limital Removal, 1 Dark Hole, 1 Instant Fusion, and 1 Monster Reborn. So the Monster Reborn is self-explanatory. If you're not running it, you should, because while it's free, we should use it. I run 1 Instant Fusion because I don't really want to see it that much. However, it does come in handy in a pinch. 1 Dark Hole, you just need the clearance sometimes. There's no monsters on your field, so you just go ahead. Limited Removal for when you get your big guy out and go for game. 1-for-1 again, like I said. It's not only does it search Glow Up Bulb and get it straight to the field, you also get to pitch to your graveyard. So you also get to pitch from your hand to your graveyard, which is pretty cool. And Foolish Burial, like I said, I want them mostly in the graveyard. So Foolish Burial straight from deck to grave. Then off to the traps. So I run quite a heavy trap count in this deck. So I run 3 Storming Mirror Forces. So Storming Mirror Force, when an opponent's monster declares a direct attack, return all monsters in attack position to the opponent's hand. So this card will, because like I said, the field does stay empty quite a few times. It just stops that. I run 2 Dimensional Barriers. This is for the Pendulum matchup. You call Pendulums, they can't do anything. 3 Torrential Tribute. When you do get them on the field, if your opponent, you don't mind them going to the grave because they get extra effects. So if your opponent does bring out something bigger than yours, pop everything on the field. Then obviously for the link plays, I run 3 Call of the Haunted, because you're going into the grave, you're getting them into the grave quite a bit. If you're not banishing them and you need resources on the field, the Call of the Haunted is there. I then run 3 Crystron Impact. So Crystron Impact is a pretty cool card. Target one of your banished Crystron monsters, special summon it. And if you do, your opponent if your opponent controls one face-up monster, change their defense to 0. During either player's turn, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, when a card or effect is activated that targets a Crystron monster you control, you can banish this card from your graveyard and negate. So it's not only is it a negation, it's also a special summon from your banish pile. So that's the reason why I run 3. Like I said, this deck does a lot of banishing, and it means you get your resources back. That's it for the main deck. The deck count is 40. Off to the extra deck. I don't run a lot of the Crystron Synchros. I run one of the big guy, Crystron Chrondrax. So the reason why I run one of him is because if this card is synchro summoned, you could target you could target monsters your opponent controls and in their graveyard up to the number of synchro materials used for this synchro summon of this card, banish them, and if this synchro summon card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can target one banished monster except this card and special summon it. So that's pretty cool. Not only that, it's a 3000, it's a machine as well. I then want 1 Amtrex. So this is the one that switches everything to defense position as long as it's all special summoned. Yeah, it don't stop link monsters, but it does stop. But most decks now just special summon and spam out their monsters themselves from their deck, which is, it turns them all to defense position. Plus it's 2500 and it's a level 5. I run 1 Catasta. So the fact that you can just get this card out because it is a machine, and the fact that you can just destroy everything that it comes into contact with it other than a dark monster. I run 1 Bryonic, just in case you need it. I run 1 Gengun. I run 1 Clearwing. And its bigger brother, Crystal Wing. I run 1 Trishula. So if you can run Trishula in a deck, you should run it. It's a brilliant card. There's a reason why this card, it was seen in so many top tier decks for such a long time. I run 1 Sea Monster Theseus. So that's the instant fusion target. So it's obviously a level 5 tuner. Let's say no more with that really. It just gets you into your extra plays. I run 1 Encode Talker, 1 Decode Talker, 1 Binary Sorcerer, 1 Proxy Dragon, and 1 Miss Starboy. So the fact that they're all waters, you can go into this and it gives them a power boost as well. It even gives your big guy a power boost, bringing it up if you limit or remove it up to 7000 because it brings it up to 3500. It's just a really good card to have in this deck, and it's really easy to get out as well because, like I said, you're going for, it doesn't have to just be it doesn't have to just be an actual monster as well. It could be a token that you use, because even the tokens summoned off of Rosenix are water monsters as well. So it's really good in this deck. But that's it for my Crystron deck. I hope you guys liked the video. Like I said, I'm really sorry about the camera. I'm sorry about the quality. The new camera will be back up and running again by the end of the week. If you want to see any deck profiles, please let me know. I'll get the cards and obviously do the deck profiles myself. If you guys want to see any pack openings, there'll be a few this week. There'll be the new Millennium Back Duelist pack, Legendary Duelist pack. and then there will also be a Extreme Forces and a couple of Maximum Crisis special editions I've actually managed to pick up as well. But if you guys want to see any actual older sets or anything like that, please let me know in the comments below. And if you guys have any card suggestions for this deck, please let me know in the comments below. And as always, I hope you liked the video, and bye bye YouTube.